how this delegation returned to Najran. And what happened thereafter, there was this bishop and his brother tripped. So when his brother tripped, تعس بشير غير أنه لا يكني عن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. When he tripped, he disrespected Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam directly. And when he did this, his brother told him, "What is wrong with you? You're talking about Nabi and Mursala." So Bashir is telling his brother, who's the main bishop of the church, he's telling him that now I'm going to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Why didn't you tell me this when we were there? فَصَرَفَ وَجْهَ نَاقَتِهِ نَحْوَ الْمَدِينَةِ. He directed his conveyance, his camel, in the direction of Medina Munawwarah. وَثَنَى الْأُسْقُفْ نَاقَتَهُ عَلَيْهِ. So his brother, the bishop, rushed to stop and halt his brother. He says, no, I'm only telling you that so that the Arabs don't think we disrespect their man. In that, Bashir realized, he says, you thinking and talking to me. He says, لا أقبل ما خرج من رأسك أبدا. You thought about it. You're trying to stop me from the truth. And I'm going. And then he rendered these words. وهو مولي الأسقف ظهره. He turned his back away from the bishop, who's his own brother. And he said, إليك تغدو قلقا وضينها معترضا في بطنها جنينها مخالفا دين النصارى دينها. And he rendered these words, that I am going contrary to the religion of Nasara, because that has been changed, and that has been adulterated, and that has been changed. I'm going to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And he comes to Medina Munawwarah and he embraced Islam. And he remained with Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam until he passed away as a Muslim. But what happened to the delegation? The delegation goes to Najran and they met one of the other bishops, Al-Rahib Ibn Abi Shimr al-Zabidi. And he was a monk in his monastery. So they said to him that we went to meet this messenger of Allah in Makkah, in Medina Munawwarah. He's sent in Tihama, in the Tihama regions. And he mentioned what had happened. And they also mentioned to him what happened to Bashir. So this monk said, take me out of this monastery quickly. And they help him out. And then he said, if you don't take me out, I'll throw myself out of the window. And they took him out. And then he also undertook a journey and he went to Medina Munawwarah. And he met Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then he left Medina. This report doesn't say whether he became Muslim or not. So something interesting in this incident. When these delegations came to Medina Munawwarah, Surah Ali Imran was to teach Muslims how to invite Christians to Islam. Surah Maryam is a Makki surah. Surah Ali Imran is a Madani surah. But so much of the Quran Kareem is to deal with the people we live with out there in the world. So you and I, as students of Deen, we have to learn what are the belief structures of the people in our countries. How to talk to them, how to approach them. The surahs revealed in Makkah Mukarramah speak a lot about Anbiya alayhimus salam, like Ibrahim alayhis salam. Teaching Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam how to talk to idolaters, how to talk to idol worshippers. So all of this, when making tilawat of the Quran Kareem, make some tadabbur in this, that there's a message here. That I have to take this message to the whole world. This is what the Quran Kareem is for. It's Allah's book for humanity's salvation, for humanity's success. And then also, it's astonishing how Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Inna deen bada'a ghariban, wa sayaudu ghariban kama bada, fatuba lil ghuraba." The deen started in a very, very strange manner. So one translation is, when deen started, it was weak. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam inviting all the people, few people accepted. And afterwards, slowly it spread. So how it started? With weakness. Before Judgment Day, deen would be considered weak again. وَسَيَعُودُ غَرِيبًا كَمَا بَدَى. And those who will practice deen will be deemed very, very outcast and very, very weak and backward. فَطُوبَى لِلْغُرَبَى. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, others will consider them as strangers, as wayfarers. But blessings of Allah is upon them. And then this is in Ibn Majah. In the report of Tirmidhi, there's an added wording. فَالَّذِينَ يُصْلِحُونَ مَا أَفْسَدَ النَّاسِ مِنْ بَعْدِي مِنْ سُنَّتِي. Who are the ghuraba? Those who will correct. Where people go astray, they will correct the astrayness of people and bring them back onto the truth. Then this report says, so this is one of the meanings. There's another very interesting meaning given by one of the great elders, Hazrat Mullah Ibrahim Sahib. He said, Sheikh Abdul Fattah, in the Markaz in the old days, explained the same hadith. Sheikh Abdul Fattah Abu Ghudda. He came out in the Jamaat and he was amazed at the work. And he said that so many beautiful sunan come alive when we go out in Allah's way. And he explained this hadith. Inna deen bada'a ghariban. When deen started, it started bada'a bada'an ghariban. In a very, very ajib way. So gharib in the meaning of ajib. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he has to reach the world. So it spread so fast. Then Medina Munawwara, from Medina it reached far and wide. So in the Meccan stage, Islam reached Abyssinia. Then to Medina. From Medina, where Islam reached. From Medina Munawwara. Then Persia. Syria is Roman lands. Egypt to North Africa to Spain to West Africa. And then Islam reached the four corners of the world. But when it started, in a very ajib way it reached far. But before Judgment Day, وَسَيَعُودُ عَوْدًا غَرِيبًا. It will come alive in a very, very ajib way again. If you look at it today, people are becoming Muslim in the very unexpected circumstances. Imagine our brothers in Gaza are giving their lives. The world is coming to know what's going on in Gaza. Before, people didn't know. They only were following the mainstream media. Now people in a ajib way are coming to know exactly what's happening in Gaza. And the iman of the people of Gaza is prompting people to read the Quran. And non-Muslims in abundance are embracing Islam. So that's it seems to be one of the ajib ways Islam is reaching the people. Lastly, I want to share with you, As-sawmu junnatun ma lam yakhruqha. This report is in Ibn Majah. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the sawm, this fast that we are doing, will save us from Jahannam. It's a junnah, it's a shield from the fire of Jahannam. Junnah is a shield. And interesting is the Arabic language. Most words that have Jim and Noon have something to conceal. Like Janeen is the womb, the child, the fetus in the mother's womb. Because the fetus is hidden. The mother can't see what's going on inside there. Jannah, paradise. We can't see it with our physical eyes now. In Akhirah we will see it. Jannah. Junoon, insanity. A person who loses couple of sense, nobody knows. It's inside his head. So Junnah is also a shield. So somebody protects himself behind a shield. So this hadith says, this fast, when done correctly, it will be a shield from the fire of Jahannam. Ma lam yakhruqha. As long as we do not violate it. Kharaqa means to tear it. Not to tear it and violate it. How will we violate it? By defying Allah's orders during the fast. Fast is the time, لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. The main purpose of the fast. How can we acquire Allah's consciousness? Taqwa min al-shirk. That, mashallah, we all have. Taqwa min al-kufr. Taqwa min al-ma'asi. Taqwa min al-bid'at. Taqwa min we have to reach a level where even makruhat we have to also stay away from. Our brothers are suffering in Gaza. It's an opportunity. What the Zionists manufacture and make, and those companies that support them, try our best not to even take it in our mouths. Why? Because these companies support the genocide that's taking place there. This is an opportunity for us not to partake of those things. At-taqwa min al-mubahat. And at-taqwa, so at-taqwa min al-makruhat, and then at-taqwa min al-mubahat also. So fasting is to teach us all of this. Allah Ta'ala give us tawfiq. Wa sallallahu ala nabiyil ummi.